Good morning. Today we'll try a different kind of episode. It's a Q&A. I'll go around the park. I'll show you where I made most of my videos. This place you probably remember if you watched the channel. It's very nice. It's a kind of a theater, outside theater. No people here usually, so it's all to myself. Nice place to jump and slide and you know, all these kind of things. And yeah, so I'll just show you the other parts of the park, and as we go along I will read some questions. So the channel, 2 months ago, the channel reached 1,000 subscribers. Now it's 2,500 already. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support, your feedback. It really encourages me to make more videos, to make better videos, put more effort into it. So yeah, it's going good. And it's all thanks to you. And you. There's only one thing. I became very bad at replying to questions recently. Partly that I didn't have enough time, but partly that I get more questions now. So it's quite difficult to reply to everyone, which I hate. I hate being that guy who doesn't reply. Therefore, I think I'll start making more Q&As. So here I have a sheet with lots of questions that I did not answer. So now finally I can answer your question. Hopefully, if your question is on the sheet, that is. So, okay, before I start, here is the rink, the ice rink, or inline hockey rink. Here I made my worst video ever. It's one of my first ones. It still keeps getting hate, which frankly I deserve because it was a terrible video. But that's part of learning, right? I hope my videos are better today. According to the feedback, they are. But anyway. This is also the worst hockey rink in the world. Oh, nice. Branches here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's try a hockey stop. I want to make a better hockey stop than in the intro, which was not really my highlight. So, let's get started. Let's give it a try. Hello, and hockey stop. It's okay. Yeah, it's easy to fall back on the back skate, which actually is the preferred way to stop normally. Like, I'll do like this drag to power, and then I fall like back on a 45-degree angle. But the hockey stop is, I think you need medium speed at least, a little bit higher speed, and if you don't commit, like now, if you don't believe in yourself, you will not make it. And now I did not believe in myself. Try again. It's not really a hockey stop, because the back wheel rotates. Which is a paradox, because that's how you normally want to stop on inline skates anyway. But for the sake of making my legs skates parallel, I have to... Okay, I need more speed. And I need more confidence, commitment. But I failed a few times in the morning, and then it's all about confidence. I think that's better. So it's more like the power and staying low, I think. So you need to get a push. The push. And the heel. Damn it, the heel. I don't know. It's some kind of stop anyway, it works. But I'm not perfectly happy about it. Maybe the footage will... Yeah, this happens too, but there's nothing bad about falling on the hip like that. Because I'm already very low and then I kind of glide into that. I also wear hip protection, but actually I don't fall on the pad, so it doesn't make a difference. I don't know if it shows, but there it was like, okay, most of the weight on the outside. I think that's okay, but it was like vibrating. So it's like halfway, but not really. Some kind of stuff. I feel it's not really there. It's not really there. It's not that good stuff. Okay, final try. Final try. Not that balanced, but it's something. Okay. Okay, so first question first. Baumorda asks, I'm currently working on my first slides these days. Okay, it's a very long question, you can read yourself. But committing mostly to his weak leg. And using your weak leg will make wheel rotations easier. He's absolutely right. I also try to do it on my weak side. However, my weak side is weak, let's put it that way. And like for example, the T-stop is one that I do the best on my weak. Like, it doesn't really matter if it's the strong or the weak side. So I try to use the T-stop as much as possible on the weak side. And in controlled environments, like when I practice, I can practice my stop on the weak side. But if I'm in traffic or if I really have to perform, then I use my strong side. And of course, if you play roller hockey, you have to use both sides. Because what's a hockey player who can only turn one way? It's, you know. So, Baumorda, thanks for the feedback and the reply and the story. I really appreciate when people tell their stories as well, because there's always like something to learn. And yeah, keep on, good luck. I struggle with the same things that you struggle. I think everyone pretty much has a strong and a weak side. Let's continue to some other places. Let's continue exploring. I have to put on my gloves again. My hands will freeze. It's this time of year. I wear shorts and I wear gloves and jacket. However, it works. The knee pads, they're heating my legs enough, so those small bare parts doesn't really cool me down or impact me in any way. But I still need gloves, otherwise my hands would freeze. Okay, let's go to the birds, the ducks and the swan. If you're lucky, there's a swan. I didn't bring any bread, so I will not be able to talk with them. You have to pay them, you have to bribe them with food, otherwise they're not interested. That's birds for you. Okay, another question. So William Lanette asks, notice you're using Triskates. What kind? Powerslide. Not many MFGS manufacturers are making them, and not even many Chinese knockoffs yet. So how are my Powerslide Phuzion Omicron? Powerslide Phuzion Omicron. I have a little bit mixed feelings about them, actually. They are excellent for transitions and turns, and they're the closest to hockey skates that I have, although I never had inline hockey skates. But like, since they're not a hockey skate, they're the closest to hockey skates, if you know what I mean. But they don't really have that, like I talked about the twisters, they have like this flow where you like feel that you have a good speed going and so on. But this is only heel in this park, by the way. Well, the only heel in Riga, pretty much. So what I will say about those skates, yeah, they don't really have that speed. It's like they're always slowing down, especially on bad surfaces. So the first thing I did was I changed the bearings. It helped, but they were still not as good as I had hoped, or I still like felt they were a bit too slow. And then I tried different wheels. smaller wheels, and interestingly the smaller wheels did not really impact the speed anyway, so they only made them lighter, which is good, and even easier to turn. So I ended up changing my Triskates. Yeah, here are the birds. I'm sure you can hear them, can't see them. So yeah, so my Triskates, they ended up as being like my skates that I use for very technical stuff, transitions and stuff, but not so much for everyday use. That said, I'm very interested in Triskates in general. I will hopefully be able to experiment with some higher quality Triskates. Maybe that will become my favorite. Because I believe that since you only have 3 wheels, the impact or the load on each wheel is much higher, and therefore each wheel and each bearing must be very high quality, and the frame, everything of course. So high quality Triskates could possibly become my skates of choice at some point, but I don't have any. They're damn expensive, and no one wants to give me any. Damn it. Okay, here's one from Roman Kotekniko. How do you feel with those new skates with smaller wheels? Would you recommend them instead of fitness skate to learn stops, transitions? Thanks. Quick question, quick answer, short. Short answer, quick. Yes, they are better. Hard boot, urban skate, small wheels are easier to use for transitions and for power stops. However, if you already have fitness skates, they're also good enough. So my recommendation is if you are purchasing skates and if your primary purpose is to learn to stop and transition, yes, I would recommend urban skates with small wheels, hard boot, solid frame, because they are better. But if you already have fitness skates, they're good enough as well. Like last season, I did everything on fitness skates. And also fitness skates with a long frame, big wheels meant for speed, but you can do everything with them as well. It's just not that convenient, or that it's a little bit more technical though. I hope that made sense. So, next one. Got a Russian after me, chasing me on a bicycle. That was okay though. It's not filming. Fun. So I went down, okay, I'll do it again. I went down this hill. It's a dead end. Because this is like the #1 safety tip if you are on inlines. So you go very quick, it's like here, la la la, you're having a good time, you're in the flow, everything is fine, and you have the time of your life. Maybe you like to do this like one-legged thing because you're, I don't know, you're some kind of animal. This slow-mo, if you haven't looked him up, you should look up slow-mo. He's I think 80 years old or something, and he only skates on one leg, somewhere in California. Anyway, so you're coming down here, and there's the gate, and you cannot stop because you're on one leg, or then here you have it, grass stop. It's a #1 safety tip. On inlines, this is the #1 safety tip. Because it can really save you, and there's no other option. Okay, good, it's still filming. So, second one, urban inline skating. Nice vid. How are you liking the twisters? I like them a lot. They surprised me positively. Because I thought because their wheels are very small, they would be slow. But I can get a really good speed and a good flow with this. Like, I can really make these long strides if I want. You see, they don't really lose speed at all. And even on bad surfaces, they're still fine. Well, here's a green mark. So let's be specific. Let's make a stop on the green line. Okay. And other than that, so yes, they are not as fast as bigger wheels and long frames, of course, but the difference isn't that big that it really matters, unless all you want is big speed and go long distances, then I would not wear it. but for everything else, like stops, jumps especially, transitions, these are very good. Very good. So yeah, I like them a lot. Quick answer short. I like my twisters. Okay, low speed, but I hit the mark. Trevi wagon. I'm new to inline skating and haven't bought myself a pair yet. Do you have any recommendations for recreational skating? So that's the main market, or most people are in that segment. You know, recreational skating, they probably are not that much into, you know, power stops and transitions and, you know, the more advanced stuff. So if you want skates as a good alternative to running, which it is, it's a lot better than running in every way. It's faster and better for your joints and more fun. Okay, back to the question. What was the question? For recreational skating. I would buy some very average skates, if you know what I mean. The wheel, 84mm, is a good wheel size because if they're bigger, they're more difficult to control. If they're smaller, they kind of lose speed. So 84mm is good. You can go to 80 maybe, or 90, depending. Price-wise, I would not buy the cheapest ones because they are terrible. You don't really need the most expensive ones either. So I would maybe find the cheapest ones and then go up maybe 20, 30, 40% in price. So that's about the price. And the most important thing is that they fit well. And what fit well is like one thing is the size. Size, of course, is important. Like you should put your heel all the way into the back, and then your toes should not really be pushed towards the front too hard. And there should not be that much open space here. So there should, you should have should be comfortable basically. But the most important thing when you buy is that there are no pressure points that can give you like those, what's it called, like this kind of friction points where you mess up your feet. You know what I mean. So that's what you should look out for, the pressure points basically. So when you try different skates, pick the ones that fit you the best. Okay, another question. Another dead end. Should I make another grass roll? Yeah, this. I cannot stop. On the ground. Wait. Interesting. Where are we now? Who said that inline skating is only for asphalt and concrete? No, natural. Go all natural, yeah. Okay. It's nice. Should I go down this hill? Okay, I'll go down, but I will not read the question at the same time. It's too difficult. Yeah. Yes, it's rolling well. Okay, this was stupid. Did I catch it on film? Wow, we're still filming. Okay, it's beautiful down here, isn't it? Can I roll here still? I need to run. Okay, the next picture will be, the next question will be sitting down. So yeah, just make sure I'm still recording. Okay, the next one is Alexander Solikov. He asked in Russian, "Polesnoe video." So it means great video, I think, amazing video. I don't know what Polesnoe means, but I choose to believe it means awesome, best ever video. Попробую больше нажимать на пятки. So what he says is that when you stop, you push through the heel. I agree 100%. However, I'm not really sure that's what he wrote, but let's believe that. Nice. Thank you, Alexander. Spasibo. Last week on Friday, an unforeseeable lightning storm at dusk hours impacted my town city where I was walking the route where I bladed. I was forced to take Look for cover at highway overpass. When the rain reduced to diesel, I broke away from the safe shelter and slipped on my two-wheel skates without hesitation. I made it a pact to regularly go rollerblading on Friday, come hell or high water. It was getting late and I didn't want to waste any more time regardless of the rustic consequences. There is one enduring aspect to rollerblading in event condition. I noticed this perk when it was night and I felt gliding straight downhill on the highway in a very low crouch, almost squatting. Ouch. I was able to go faster on a wet road with 88A than on a dry road. Okay, so when it's wet, he goes faster than on dry surface. That's interesting. The cars passing over the highway road cause the water to vaporize, leaving it partially wet in some regions and very wet in others on the road. That's actually quite interesting when you skate like that, because, yeah, if you're on a wet spot, you can like slip, and it's not good if you like stretch your groin. You don't want that. The cars passing on the highway road caused the water to vaporize. It was so fast that one motorbiker was caught off guard when I came toe-to-toe with his speed level. Wow. That day, that guy actually showed me some respect by cheering me. Wow, cool. The speed startled me. The speed startled me because it was the first time ever I went this rapidly. What could be a scientific explanation from a physics point of view? I'll take on my physics hat. I think the explanation is that because it was rain, the motorbike went slow. Or the traffic in general went slow, so it felt like you went faster. Sorry about that. No, I think you went a lot faster because you had a lot of adrenaline, because it was like the coolest, most adrenaline pushing, crazy event ever. It was the adrenaline that made you go really quick. Yeah, that's the physics point of view. And thanks for the long story. I always appreciate when people leave nice stories, because I can always, or everyone can learn from this, so that's great. Okay, second page. Let's just roll up the hill, or walk up the hill. Yeah, the problem when going down hills like this is that at some point your wheels get stuck and you start to run, or you go on a dive. I prefer running, but it's kind of pointless because with rollerblades you want to roll. And going uphill on rollerblades is not the most fun either. I don't think the bearings suffer too much though, because it's not like I got all this sand and stuff stuck inside the bearings. It's not that, it's kind of wet, but it's not that wet. Stolzers. I think he's a janitor from Futurama, if you know. So great channel. I'm from Riga too. Cool. And I just started to look for some skates for recreational rides in weekends. Requirements: comfortable, easier to ride on bad roads, rough concrete, etc. Beginner friendly. I won't be doing any stunts or marathons. I have read that 3x100 setup is best for my case. Could this Powerslide Omicron also be a good choice? Thank you. No, so that's what I told earlier, that at least for me, no. They don't really have that speed, or they kind of lose speed, and you cannot get like this long slides like here, you know. They kind of just stop too early, especially when the surface is a bit rough. And in Riga you only have rough surfaces pretty much. This is the best you can get. So no, I would definitely not go for those skates if what you want is recreational and you want speed. I would, no, don't. But yeah, thanks for the comment, I appreciate it. Thanks for showing interest, and it's cool that we have viewers from Riga as well. Which gear do you wear for the knee? So this is the knee. It's TRS, Rollerblade TRS knee guards, I think they're called. And actually they're a bit overkill, really. So I think they're meant for aggressive skating, where you like jump ramps and crazy stuff. So the problem with these is that, one, they're a bit too warm. So now it's good because I need the heat, but in the summer they will be too warm. So I want to change to some others for that reason only. And they also, like when I stretch my leg fully, if I fully extend my leg, they like kind of give, there's some pressure, or they don't really open enough, if you know what I mean. So I want some more flexible ones. But what is good about them, and in general, when you want to buy knee pads, is the part you need to protect is under the knee, not actually the knee so much, is this part of the shin right here on the side and here on under the knee. And you can also even see here, I think, that here is like this part that has been rubbed towards. So this is the part that I actually protect, not the knee, which is here, but the shin. So when you buy knee pads, I recommend you buy some bigger ones that also protect your shin. Hey, Nightwing 416. Hi, I sent you a video of me doing a hockey stop on inline hockey blades, which is very similar to ice if it helps. Yeah, I appreciate your video, and okay, it's a bit blurry so I cannot really see the details. But yeah, it's cool to see other people also performing and improving and sharing their view or sharing how they do it, because as well I learn from you and you learn from me. So thank you very much. I will show the video, I'm showing the video on my video, if you know what I mean, right now. And others who want to be displayed on the channel, you can do the same. Just send me a video or upload a video on your YouTube channel, and then I can rip it from there if you want me to show it on my channel. That's cool. Nix V Inline. Nix V was one of my first subscribers, by the way. He's from St. Petersburg. He also makes inline skating videos, so check out his channel. Actually, the stop that you call a reverse stop is a Fakie Powerslide. The reverse T-stop is when you stop with the rear skates skating backwards. Thiago has a good video. Possible. But every now and then I might use a terminology that might be incorrect or something. If you let me know, then that's very good, because then I will not repeat that mistake. Thank you. That was the final one. So I think we're good for today. Should we just make one final... I have to answer my call also. Should just make one final hockey stop. Do you think I can make it? I think I can make it. I can make it. Parallel hockey stop. Not like one of those shitty ones. I think a real good one right now. So, okay, try again. It's all about the commitment. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, and see you again sometime soon. Right glove on right hand, left glove on left hand. Remember, it's difficult. Okay, can I make it? Can I make it? Huh? Oh yeah. Good morning guys. Oh. Good morning guys. Good morning guys. Good morning.